This is your local news brief for Friday, October 15th, 2021. As of October 14th, Pasadena has reported 13,369 COVID-19 cases and 363 COVID-related deaths. According to Pasadena's COVID-19 vaccine dashboard, 96.1% of Pasadena residents have received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, and 89.4% are fully vaccinated. An FDA advisory panel voted unanimously to authorize booster shots of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine for people 65 and older, adults with comorbidity factors, and those whose jobs put them at high risk for severe complications. The authorization approves booster shots not less than 6 months after receiving a second dose. The FDA is not bound by the votes of its advisory committees, but generally follows their advice. Governor Gavin Newsom has signed Senate Bill 98, exempting media professionals from having to comply with police dispersal orders while covering protests, marches, and other demonstrations. SB 98 will only apply to journalists working on assignment and does not protect hobbyists or citizens recording events on their cell phones. The legislation says that law enforcement cannot intentionally assault, interfere with, or obstruct journalists covering protests, demonstrations, or other civic actions. It also bars officers from citing journalists for failure to disperse and prevents them from interfering with journalists gathering, receiving, or processing information. The California Police Chiefs Association and other law enforcement groups opposed the bill. The groups supported a last-minute effort to add an amendment to the bill requiring journalists to seek the permission of police commanders before entering enclosed areas around protests. The amendment was eventually dropped. The city of Pasadena has placed a plaque in honor of the late Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Eddie Van Halen. The legendary guitarist moved to Pasadena from Holland in 1962. Eddie and his brother, Alex Van Halen, attended Pasadena High School and Pasadena City College. They teamed with John Muir High School student David Lee Roth and Arcadia High alum Michael Anthony to form the legendary band Van Halen. Pasadena Mayor Victor Gordo honored their musical contributions, unveiling the plaque with council members Tyrone Hampton, Andy Wilson, Gene Masuda, and Felicia Williams. The plaque honors the Van Halen brothers' Dutch-Indonesian roots and the band's history, rising from a Pasadena-based garage band called The Broken Crumbs in the late 70s to one of the most influential rock and roll bands of all time. Eddie Van Halen died on October 6, 2020, after a long battle with cancer. He was just 65 years old. For Pasadena Media, I'm Joe Carbonetta.